Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Stunt. Been smoking a lot of jazz cabbage. Tell you that much.
That's pretty obvious.
Looking good, Vanisher.
Takeoff.
Roger. Huh?
LA departure frequency 123.9er.
Roger. Huh? Request vector. Over. What?
Flight 209er clear for vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome. Rumble is not working again tonight. Beautiful. I'm hoping it pops up here soon. It's giving me an error message. Will the internet just work? Just one time. Just one time. Just work. That'd be fantastic. If it could just maybe work. That's all I'm asking. It just works. Still nothing. Screw you, Rumble. Screw you. We'll see what we can do. Maybe I'll mess with it a little bit more. I hope everyone is doing well on this lovely Thursday evening. I'm all right. Thanks for asking. Let's say hello and we'll get into the news. We got a bunch of it tonight to go through. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Mostly bad stuff. But there's also some indifferent things. Oh, Rumble's up. Thank God. Dog Mama, hello. Dog Mama also over on Hey Rumble. What's up, Bobby? I generally do. What's up, Man Bun? How you doing? Yeah, Bobby's probably not here. I'm here right now. I was sort of on time. I was just wondering why Rumble was being a bitch. What's up, genitals? It certainly isn't. For real. I turned on Rumble. It's happened a couple times lately. Where you turn on Rumble and it just doesn't, just gives you an error. It gives you a little red exclamation point up on your stream thing. And then you got to go try and fix it. So, oh, good deal. What's up, Daisy Girl? Linda, hello. Good to see ya. All right, so we got some fun stuff going on. We're going to start with the former president, Donald J. Trump's Twitter. His son's Twitter. Let me get this right. His son's Twitter was hacked, allegedly. And there's some spicy messages. Richard Hart is innocent. When I become president, I'm going to burn the SEC. Richard Hart win. What's up, Josh Chandler? Donald Trump Jr. I'm sad to announce my father, Donald Trump, has passed away. I'll be running for president in 2024. Fuck Joe Biden. Stupid ass. You guys can read. My dad owns you, Elon Musk, bum. So that was yesterday afternoon. So those were allegedly leaked. I know. That was nice of him. That was very nice of him. Very, very thoughtful. So from that news, and I think we can confirm at this point that it was hacked. He has regained access. And hopefully they get that all sorted out. I'm not saying it's a liberal lefty that might have somehow got... Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by too. Yeah, I wonder if it's a lefty from holdover from Twitter that tried to leak this to damage him, Like, I don't know. It could be so many different things. It could just be a random leak. I don't know. Hell, he could have maybe put that there. I mean, it wouldn't be that far off, would it? But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Here's another interesting topic. Our next interesting topic. What's up, Jacob Castro? So this is from the lovely Michigan Department of State. This has been circulating, and it is authentic. There was a report released about it. As you can see, the date 11/17/2020 at 23:09:42. We hereby certify that the foregoing correct transcript of the statement of the Board of County Canvassers of the County of Wayne of the votes given in such county for indicated candidates in the general election held Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020, as it appears from original statement on file in the office of the county clerk, and witness whereof we have hereon to set our hands and cause to be affixed the seal of the Circuit Court of the County of Wayne. Wayne County is Detroit, Michigan. So southeast Michigan. Sorry, I had to adjust my chair. It was too low. So they have to have 3 canvasser signatures to certify the election. And as we can see, there's only 2. So they're missing canvassers. So technically, the general election in the state of Michigan that went to now President Joseph Robinette Biden was not active. It was not an accurate certification. Therefore, Donald Trump was right yet again, and Mike Pence should have grown balls and, yeah, certainly, should have rejected the votes from Michigan. Well, he's not really acting like president, as we'll see today, heavily. Oh, I hope you feel better, Linda. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 7, right? That's how you count to 3. So, I mean, this is yet another instance where maybe Trump was right. Maybe Donald Trump was right. So now, for those keeping track at home, we have the voter fraud in Muskegon County. We have an improper certification in Wayne County. Wayne County is where they had 111% vote total. Just for those keeping track. All right, now to this fucking potato. He met with President Zelensky in the White House today. It was as bad as you could even ever. It was disgusting. What's up, Light Rain? So yeah, I'm gonna make you suffer for this 6 minutes, and then there's another short clip to highlight one particular portion of it. So yeah, speaking of chuckle fucks, this was painful.
Assembly, I made it clear that no nation can be truly secure in the world if, in fact, we don't stand up and defend the freedom of Ukraine from the face of this Russian brutality and aggression. That's why we brought together a coalition of more than 50 countries, to help Ukraine defend itself.
He's blatantly reading off note cards at this point.
And that's why, together with our partners in Ukraine, we have provided humanitarian aid as well as tens of millions of people with food, clean water, and so much more. And that's why we've begun the process of formalizing our long-term commitment to Ukraine's security alongside the G7 and with other partners. And that's why we supported just and lasting peace, one that respects Ukrainian sovereignty and its territorial integrity. Mr. President, the brave people of Ukraine, and that's not hyperbole, the people of Ukraine have shown enormous bravery, has inspired the world, literally inspired the world with their determination to defend these principles. And together with our partners and allies, the American people are determined to see to it that you do all we can to ensure the world stands with you, and that is our overwhelming objective right now. So welcome. We have much to talk about.
Obama handed him those cards. Yeah.
Warm and strong words to all the Ukrainians from you. Thank you, appreciate. I'm glad to meet you. It's already the short time this year. Thank you for the invitation. Our regular dialogue is proof that our
Was that today, Bobby?
Really, truly allies and strategic friends, and we greatly appreciate the vital assistance provided by the United States to Ukraine to combat Russian terror. Really, terror. Today I'm in
Switch to live chat.
in our coalition to defend Ukrainian children, our families, our homes, freedom and democracy in the world. And I started my day in the U.S. Congress to thank its members and to people of America for all the big, huge support. I felt trust between us, and it allowed us to have a frank and constructive dialogue, Mr. President, and this trust and support I felt from both chambers and both bodies. I'm grateful for this. Then with the First Lady, I honored innocent victims of September 11 Memorial in Pentagon, all those who died on American Airlines Flight 77. It's very important to all in the world to remember the victims of terror and value everyone who fights with it. And now I look forward, Mr. President, to our discussion for the benefit of our nations and the world. When it comes to weapons, we will discuss everything with a special emphasis on air defense. And just to say that, especially this day, 1 year ago, we made big exchange of prisoners, war prisoners, and journalists. And this day when we've got brought home defenders of Azovstal and also citizens of the United States. And I'm happy that we did it. Alexander Druke and Andrew Tyhoon, both from Alabama. Thank you, Mr.
What about a typhoon?
Thank you. Thank you all very much.
Mr. President, what's your message to Americans for against? Are you confident?
I knew you'd forgive me sooner or later.
Mr. Zelensky, aren't you concerned that you're losing Poland over the Ukraine export dispute? Sir, that you're losing a friend? Aren't you concerned that you're losing Poland as a friend? Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
No questions again? Well, that's always cute, isn't it? Shit. So, yeah, no questions. They both read off note cards, probably that were put together by someone close to Barack Obama. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's just such an embarrassment. Yeah. It is such a clown show. Bobby, I didn't know you were talking about our fearless commander-in-chief. We'll get to that one. But before we do, some more Biden news. Breaking. The Biden administration has offered more than 500,000 Venezuelan migrants in the U.S. the ability to live and work in the country legally. And they're getting their... What's up, Jacob Castro over on Rumble? They're getting special little cards that look like kind of like green cards, but they're blue. Yeah. So that happened. I love this. Okay, everybody out. Press. Well, they wanted to bitch about Trump, and then now they're getting no access whatsoever. So, no access whatsoever. Some more from the pomp and circumstance. It got swept under the rug. So here is the pomp and circumstance. Moments ago, President Biden welcomed Ukrainian President Zelensky to the White House, is expected to announce a new $325 million aid package. When you thought it was over, sign some more money over to this bastard.
Now, as we anticipate this moment, again, a reminder, this will be the second time that the two have met since the war began here at the White House, the sixth time they have met in person over the course of this war now, and it's 19 and a half months it's been going on, and let's just watch.
Yep. Exactly, Bobby. Ceremonial they are about spending our money. They got to make sure wasted as much as possible.
President Zelensky, how critical is more aid? Mr. President, how important is this visit? Mr. President, how important is this visit?
Huh? Get off my lawn.
What's your message to the Americans?
Well, Yasmin, you may have heard that. Limited remarks, but we'll take it as a win. We asked.
Yep. No questions. No questions. Can't have any questions. Biden administration is spending money like it doesn't even matter anymore. Because it doesn't, because this country is about to crash. The Biden administration has announced that it's providing $600 million in funding to produce new at-home COVID-19 tests, and is reintroducing free at-home COVID tests for all Americans. $600 million. Yeah, fuck it. Just money. Who cares, right? Speaking of just money. It's gross. Max my credit card by buying prepper kit. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Jacob. But we don't give advice. Yeah, fuck off with this coof shit already. I agree, sir. Ma'am, I forget what you are, genitals. I just assume, sir. So I'm gonna say, sir. I'm probably wrong. I always am. Do you have a general figure you can give us on how much money has been spent in support of Ukraine? I'm not going to stand here and give a precise figure. Well, give us a fucking ballpark then.
First, with regards to the United States' commitment to Ukraine, there are 26 Republican lawmakers, including 6 senators, a small minority, as you mentioned before.
See, I said I would be wrong.
Sent a letter to
no matter which way I went with it.
OMB director saying that they were unaware of just how much the administration has spent thus far in support of Ukraine. They know how much was appropriated, obviously. They don't know how much has been spent thus far. Do you have a general figure you can give us?
I'm not going to stand here and give a precise figure. What I will tell you is that we have supplied to the Congress every dollar that has been obligated. So if they are unaware, it's because they are not looking at the reports that we are submitting to the Hill. And
first, with regards to the United States.
So the White House or Congress has it. We're not going to say anything. Yeah, stop being so penisy. It's not my fault. You're being extra penisy. So here is what the world thinks of us, by the way. They just love us for our money. But here's Biden. Biden forgets to shake hands with Brazil's president, salutes news reporters instead. This guy, he needs to get off the stage. Like I said, I'm not going to stand here like he was going to start off being a tough guy, but followed it up with nerd talk. Yeah. No bows. Oh, genitals is a she-ness. I got it. Jacob said it's a she-ness. Fucker is gone. We'll watch that again. It's worth it. He just pieced out. He's just like, no, I'm out of here. That's great. That shows the world what we're made of. Diapers and Asper cream. Ass cream? Asper cream. Something like that. You already know. Where was the next one? Here we go. I think this is fun and exciting. So from one Biden administration fuck up to the next, you're not going anywhere. Oh, Biden. Yeah. So you're starting to see a ton of liberals turn on Joe Biden and his immigration policy because it's ridiculous. But this is Kathy Hochul, who is a piece of shit. But
we have to let the word out that when you come to New York, we're not going to have more hotel rooms. We don't have capacity. So we have to also message properly that we're at our limit. If you're going to leave your country, go somewhere else. But the smarter thing is to apply for asylum before you leave your country. We have to let the word out that when you...
They're out of hotel rooms. What's up, Fast Group? They're out of hotel rooms. They're saying they don't want any more in New York. It was all fun and games until they started having to put people up. Then it's no bueno. Here's some more of the immigration nightmare. This seems to be a big topic right now. Exactly. Here's Karine Jean-Pierre Luc Picard, the stunning and brave. Yeah. They did ask for this. Well, they asked for it to happen. They just don't want to have the consequences of it happening. Exactly. Don't say it 3 times. I don't want her showing up here.
Thanks, Green. So, what do you call it here at the White House when 10,000 people illegally cross the border in a single day?
So, what do you call it, Peter, when GOP put forth a wait, no, you can't.
Green?
I'm answering. Okay, we're gonna move
You're
on.
answering
No,
a question with a question? Okay.
no. We're moving on.
Green,
Moving.
please.
In the back. Go ahead.
You said you were stopping the
In
flow
back.
at the border.
No.
10,000
I tried to
migrants.
answer, Peter. I
Okay.
tried to answer the question. You stopped me. Let's go.
So there was footage yesterday.
What a
Thanks, Green.
bitch.
So, what do you call it?
Here's the most shocking thing that I saw in the news today. Great response. White House to announce Friday, meaning tomorrow, first ever Federal Office of Gun Violence Prevention. Federal Office of Gun Violence Prevention. What do we think that's going to be? Let's just let you guys think about that. Because the next story is it's going to take you completely away from it. So any ideas or suggestions on what the hell the Federal Office of Gun Violence Prevention is going to be? They're probably going to clamp down on gun manufacturers. They're going to clamp down on all kinds of shit. There'll probably be some bans and some attempted, take backs or buybacks. I can see this getting out of hand. So. Exactly. Well, yeah, they'll, if you're conservative, you're bad and you can't have guns. All right. If anybody's eating, I know one thing, guns are going to end up in the cartel's hands just randomly. Exactly. So do I. I try real hard. But it's getting kind of ridiculous now. Shit, I'm running out of room. Yeah. If you're eating dinner or snack, I suggest you put it down for a second. Because we're going to have story time with Kamala Harris.
You know that old story about the two frogs in the pots of water? Okay, so here, you're a good storyteller. I'm going to tell you a quick story. So 2 frogs and 2 pots of water. So in one pot of water, you drop the frog in and you slowly turn up the heat. And that frog will be like, oh, it's getting a little warm in here. And then that water starts to boil.
Frogs
and that
talk?
frog perishes. In the other pot of water, you turn up the heat to the point it's boiling. You drop the frog in it, it'll jump right out. Let's not be that first frog. You know that old story about the 2 frogs in the...
Yeah, why would we be that? Why would we be that other frog? I missed something there. Are we the frogs? We can't be the frogs, are we?
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay!
Of course the frog's gay. Right. So, moving on, because my brain hurts. My brain hurts. At least I still have one, and it's not much like current Potato Joe. I don't even care to find out. Exactly. I don't really want the context, because that means I have to listen to more Kamala Harris. I don't even know where it is. Exactly. K-bomb. So if anybody is like anti-B, this will help you out. This will be good information. This story and the next story. So we're going to watch this video of Seattle police officers and suspects stung by a swarm of bees during an arrest. So if you hate bees, you'll have another reason. Bro trying to steal a cop car? Oh.
Seattle Police, get your hands up. Turn around and get on the ground.
Buzz.
Get on the ground right there.
2-1, we have our suspect running.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Ground. Get your hands behind your back. Do not reach.
Yeah, it's all about you, isn't it?
You hear me Stay on the ground.
You hear me, Douglas? You hear me? What's it doing?
I am not going to answer that.
Oh, I'm getting stung, dude.
Bee lives matter.
Turn around.
Look at them all. Holy shit.
Get on your stomach.
Wow.
Watch out, Danny. Yeah, watch that fall, Danny. Watch that. All right, come on, let's get up. Thank you, guys. Hey, man. Thanks. Relax. It's over.
Holy shit.
Yep. Come on.
Oh, there's bees on his neck. And
Come on. Oh, is it metals? No, it's yellow jackets everywhere, dude. Come on, man. Oh, yeah, we gotta grab him and go. Come on. We gotta go.
holy shit.
Here I got him from
Look at him all over his feet.
Water. Yep, we're getting you there, buddy. We're getting you water.
Holy shit.
I have EpiPens if someone needs it now.
We're gonna get you some water. You're just water, relax. Just sit down right there. We try to get you away from the bees. You understand that?
Hey, water. I got water.
God, that sucks. Yeah, they said they had EpiPen, so if anybody was, but damn, that sucks. Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. Behave, because they're here. The bees. Yep. Kentucky man, 59, dies following bee swarm attack at his home. A tragic incident unfolded on Monday, resulting in the death of a 59-year-old man who suffered multiple bee stings, a Kentucky coroner said. What's up, Dazzer? The individual, who identity remained private at this time, was in the process of moving an old bag of potting soil from his porch in Harlan County, Kentucky. According to Deputy Coroner John W. Jones, bees unexpectedly emerged from the bag, swarming and stinging the man. Are these the African ones? Probably. Family members initiated cardiopulmonary resuscitation CPR efforts, and the victim was transported to an emergency room. He succumbed to his injuries shortly before 6 p.m. The investigation still continues by Deputy Coroner Jones, and our heartfelt prayers go out to the entire family and friends, the office said. Authorities have not yet confirmed whether the man had any known allergies to bee stings. It doesn't really say what kind of bees. It just says swarm of bees. Be nice. No, you're good, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Maybe. All right, so we're gonna go to Twisted Fucker Corner. So, your discretion. Former Texas pastor sentenced to prison after discovery of a CP stash. Bees are good at their job. They just aren't very nice. Austin, Texas. A Georgetown man was sentenced in federal court in Austin on Wednesday to 70 months in prison, 5.8 years, and 10 years of supervised release for an enhanced charge of possession of CP. Not long enough. According to court documents, David Lloyd Walter, 57, knowingly searched for, downloaded, distributed, and possessed child abuse material, including CP, some of which depicted "fuck you," using BitTorrent, a peer-to-peer file sharing network, during a search of Walter's home and vehicle in November 2022. 2 large computer hard drives were located and found to contain more than 100,000 images and more than 5,000 videos of abuse material. I feel you. At the time of his arrest, Walter was the pastor of a Faith Baptist church in Round Rock. In addition to prison and supervised release terms, the judge also ordered Walter to pay restitution of $61,000. Not enough. Many families in the Round Rock area placed their trust in this man when he served as leader in faith for their community, said U.S. Attorney Jamie Esparza for the Western District of Texas. I hope those families can find comfort knowing that our law enforcement partners and justice system are committed to protecting them, ensuring that predators such as Walter cannot continue to pose a threat to innocent children. The case was especially disturbing given the defendant's position of trust in the community, which is why he should get additional charges. Said Special Agent Oliver E. Rich Jr. for the FBI San Antonio Division. The sentencing sends a strong message to child predators, and the FBI and our law enforcement partners will never relent in our duty to protect children from sexual abuse and exploitation wherever these crimes are present in our nation. So what you're telling me is the FBI just added 100,000 images and 5,000 videos to their collection, because they're the largest collector of CP in the world. The FBI San Antonio Division Child Exploitation and Human Trafficking Task Force investigated the case with assistance from the Round Rock Police Department, the Collin County Sheriffs, the Williamson County Sheriff, and the Williamson County Child Advocacy Center. Oh, it was theirs? Gotcha. Who's ready for a good Me Too? It's been a while. I mean, Russell Brand was like a week ago. Ex-Trump aide says Rudy Giuliani stuck his hand up her skirt on the worst day in American history, January 6th. Oh, look at that. She's got a book that just came out. Trump aide Cassidy Hutchinson claims Rudy Giuliani sexually assaulted her on January 6th. It's hard work when you're trying to foment an insurrection. Sometimes you just want to grab one. Former Trump aide Cassidy Hutchinson alleges in her upcoming book that Rudy Giuliani, once the mayor of New York and later Donald Trump's attorney, sexually groped her during the events of January 6th. It was exciting. As she recalls from her interaction with Giuliani at Trump's speech near the White House that day, Hutchinson tells how the former mayor allegedly crossed boundaries. She claims he put his hands under my blazer, then my skirt. Huh. Yeah. Yep. The corners of his mouth spit into a Cheshire cat smile. Waving a stack of documents, he moved towards me like a wolf closing in on its prey, she's alleged. I've met Rudy in person. He cannot move like a wolf closing in on his prey. He barely can walk anymore, really. Rudy wraps one arm around my body, closing the space that was separating us. I feel his stack of documents press into the small of my back. I lower my eyes and watch his free hand reach for the hem of my blazer. By the way, he says, fingering the fabric, I'm loving this leather jacket on you. His hand slips under my blazer, then my skirt. The same hand? Did he pull it out, or did he just go all the way through? Hutchinson claims in a new book, I feel his frozen fingers trail up my thigh. He tilts his chin up. The whites of his eyes look jaundiced. My eyes dart to John Eastman, who flashes a leering grin. I fight against my tension, or the tension in my muscles, and recoil from Rudy's grip, she adds. Filled with rage, I storm through the tent on yet another quest for Mark Meadows. Yeah. Overwhelmed, Hutchinson said she resisted Giuliani's advances and quickly left the backstage area to find Mark Meadows, Trump's former chief of staff, who was her superior at the White House. Giuliani denies these allegations. Hutchinson's memoir, titled Enough, is scheduled for release in the United States next Tuesday. Are we buying it? 1 for yes, 2 for no. You liked it. Shut up. All right. That's what I thought. Convenient that she had a book coming out. You know, that's never weird or anything. All right. More twisted fuckery. Via discretion. Man accused of waterboarding and assaulting woman in her college dorm for 3 days. Exactly. I know. For my reading, I know, Bobby. I know it was. This one seems really fucked up. Boyfriend of 2 months allegedly raped girlfriend in dorm for days, waterboarded her in tub, moved mattress to the floor so the bed wouldn't squeak. Oh, I know. Bobby. A Granite Falls, Minnesota man has been arrested and charged with the following allegations of confining his girlfriend within her dorm room at St. Catherine University. Throughout the weekend, he reportedly subjected her to acts of rape and assault. According to the legal complaint, 19-year-old Keanu Avery Labatt? No, that can't be his name. Arrived at university on a Thursday visit to his girlfriend's for 2 months. Upon his arrival, he came across text messages, images, and social media content that enraged him, leading to traumatic weekend marked by physical and sexual abuse. He looks like a douche. Maybe. That's what it says, bud. Is it Keanu? Is it like Keanu, that guy that plays a football player terribly? That's true. He does look like a sheet. He'll probably get put in the women's prison, if we're being honest. The victim told investigators that Labatt initially confiscated her phone and forced himself upon her, even after she expressed her unwillingness to engage in sexual activity, as stated in the complaint. Labatt's aggression escalated, including acts of strangulation that left the victim lightheaded, along with threats to harm both her and her family. He also alluded to having previously held a knife to a former girlfriend's throat. Well, this guy seems like a stable genius. Why the fuck did you invite him into your dorm for a month? On Saturday, Labatt allegedly subjected the victim to waterboarding by placing her in a bathtub, covering her face with a washcloth, and pouring water over her. That's an advanced technique. Additionally, the victim recalled Labatt threatening to kill her with a knife, attempting to find the right vein on her arm to inflict a deep wound, and ensuring she would die. Yeah, he's a... Oh, really? Damn. On Sunday morning, the victim managed to persuade Labatt to allow her to get food from the dining hall. He returned her phone and instructed her to maintain contact through Snapchat to prevent her escape. However, she reported the assault to campus security instead. That's probably a good move. Upon conducting a search of the room, law enforcement discovered a folding knife in a backpack and a damp washcloth in the bathroom. The mattress had been moved to the floor, as per the victim's statement, to prevent noises during sexual assaults. Labatt was arrested while still in the room and, when read his Miranda rights, opted to exercise his Fifth Amendment rights. Yep. Yes, this guy is a psycho. During a medical examination for sexual assault, a nurse documented the victim's injuries, which included bruises around her ear, face, neck, as well as severe bodily pain. Wow, I tripped over that one. Labatt is facing charges, including 3 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, as well as domestic assault by strangulation and threats of violence. He appeared before a judge on Tuesday with bail set at $80,000. That's significantly lower than I would anticipate it. His next court appearance is scheduled for October 9th. I'll keep an eye on that one. If it's streamed, maybe I'll cover that one live. If convicted, Labatt could be sentenced up to 30 years for each count of criminal sexual conduct, in addition to maximum penalties of 3 and 5 years for the domestic assault and threats of violence charges, respectively. Wow. Courts indicate that Labatt is on probation for violating a restraining order involving another woman in Yellow Medicine County. So he's just a real piece of shit. Innocent until proven guilty, but maybe. Innocent until proven guilty, but this guy is a piece of garbage and probably deserves to fry. Deserves to fry for a long time. This one I thought was weird. Not nearly as terrible as the other ones that we've covered, but still pretty bad. Fan's death. This is being underreported as well. I saw something briefly on ESPN, but that's about it. And then obviously here, but fan's death at New England Patriots Miami Dolphins game prompts investigation. Authorities are conducting an investigation into the death of a New Hampshire man who lost his life following an incident during the New England Patriots Miami Dolphins game at Gillette Stadium on Sunday. The man experienced an apparent medical event while in the stadium's 308-309 section during the fourth quarter of the game around 11 p.m. Massachusetts State Police said. He was transported to Sturdy Memorial Hospital in Attleboro, where he was pronounced dead just before midnight. I saw that too. The Norfolk District Attorney's Office identified the man as 53-year-old Dale Mooney, hailing from Newmarket, New Hampshire. Mooney's wife, Lisa, shared with Boston 25 News that her husband had been an unwavering Patriots fan, holding season tickets for the past 30 years. She also fondly described him as a devoted father to their 2 adult sons. According to Lisa Mooney, her husband traveled from their home in Foxborough and attended the Patriots Dolphin games with friends. She recounted being told that during the game, her husband had encountered taunts from several Dolphins fans, which eventually escalated into alleged physical altercation. Yeah, it could be, but he did get in a fight. Video showed stadium security intervening to break up what appeared to be a skirmish just moments before Mooney lost consciousness. Joey Kilmartin, an eyewitness, said it looked like people grabbing and pulling at each other. At first, at some point, the guy in the Dolphins jersey punched the victim in the face, and that's when the victim fell into a seat, unconsciousness. It's weird. Lisa Mooney said that the footage captured at Gillette Stadium will substantiate her assertion that her husband did not initiate any of the physical altercations. No charges yet. I thought there was the footage, but I don't want to watch the whole. Okay. We'll see if they have just the fight footage.
Shows Mooney as he approaches a group of fans on the 300 level of the stadium.
I mean, he was a drunk guy from Boston, and he got in a fight with the Dolphins fan. Is anybody surprised? No, they don't show the footage. There was not much. You're damn right it was. There wasn't much there as far as footage, but exactly. No, I completely agree. Here's one that will leave you scratching your head. And one to eliminate 3 teams from the playoffs. 2 half-naked women, Sullivan, whatever, trigger warning. 2 half-naked women arrested for drunkenly tossing a baby around like a toy at a Florida beach bar, police say. As you can see, their dangly beats are out. Volusia County, Florida. 2 women were arrested for abusing a child after being patrons at a bar in Daytona Beach. Said they saw them intoxicated and aggressively handling a child. Brianna LaFoe, 19 and 20-year-old Sierra Newell were arrested just before 1 a.m. near Wild Olive Avenue and Seabreeze Boulevard. I know where that's at. So that's really all that there is to this story. Those are the 2 individuals. Yeah, there's not a ton to the story, but that's another one that maybe we'll keep an eye on, because that's pretty fucky. Our civilization is crashing quickly, Digger. That's what's happening, and it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So we have one more sick fucker, and then the rest of it is much better. I don't know. It just happened 2 days ago, and there isn't a bunch of reporting out on it. If I can find more on it, I will certainly let you know. But there wasn't much at all. So, all right. This is the last terrible one. Well, really terrible one. Too much BS craziness, too little time. Hell yeah. Yeah, fast, but not drunk and without pants on at a bar. I would hope not. Maybe you did. New York high school teacher charged for lewd images of children. And he's wearing a Dragon Ball Z hat. So you know he's guilty. Yeah. Yeah, there's got to be some diversity Olympics to it. Or you'd think it'd be everywhere. Yeah, at 1 a.m. Like, New York DOJ. Kostas Fekis, a.k.a. I'm not going to a.k.a. you, was arrested on September 14, 2023, and charged by a criminal complaint filed in White Plains Federal Court with possession of CP, receipt of CP, and attempted transfer of obscene material. Fekis was present in White Plains Federal Court yesterday before U.S. Magistrate Judge Judith C. McCarthy, who ordered that Fekis be detained. HSI Special Agent in charge, Ivan J. Arvello, said, as parents, we entrust our children's safety to the school each day, believing they're in safe hands. This accused stands charged with heinous crimes against an individual he believed to be a child, unaware it was an undercover agent. It brings me a sense of relief to know that the individual has been removed from both the streets and the classroom. Oh, so this is a To Catch a Predator sting. Exactly. In December 2022, an undercover agent posing as a 13-year-old girl named Riley had a conversation on Kick with someone with the username CJ Justice. CJ's Kick account was registered to an email address, whatever. Among other things, CJ introduced himself as a 30-year-old male from New York who teaches high school physics. Of course he did. Sent her multiple photographs of himself to Riley that resemble a photograph of Fecus that had been posted on a public charter school's website. Repeatedly asked Riley for photographs, including photographs of her, quote, body. Sent a video of someone masturbating and several photographs of an erect wee-wee, including one from inside a classroom. Jesus Christ. To Riley. I need a wood chipper sound. Described the various kinds of sexual acts he wanted to engage in with Riley and told Riley he had sex with a 10th grader once. And he had been searching ever since to have sex with a minor again. Can we just... All right. In March 2023, law enforcement seized Fecus' cell phone and executed a search warrant to review the data from his cell phone. They discovered that Fecus used a mobile application called Hide You to hide, among other things, sexually explicit video in which a young female, victim 1, was rubbing a photograph of the same female with her pink sweatshirt pulled up to expose herself, and a photo of the same female in the video and photographs. She was wearing a bracelet that spelled out an abbreviated version of her first name. The name on the bracelet matched the name of a Snapchat user who had a chat conversation with Lysol 1834, the Snapchat username on Fecus' cell phone. After comparing Snapchat records with passport information, law enforcement confirmed that victim 1 was a girl who was 12 fucking years old at the time. I think I skipped through it well enough, hopefully. Prior to his arrest, Fecus was a teacher at a public charter high school located in Upper Manhattan, New York. It appears that Fecus previously worked at several other schools in the Bronx and Westchester counties. 10 years in prison. 10 years in prison. Mandatory 5 years and a maximum of 20. So he's only going to get 45 years at most? That's what I'm fucking saying, dude. He should. I can't even say it. It's not worth getting banned over that sick fuck. Let's move on before I lose my fucking mind. Kraft recalls American cheese singles for gagging risk. There's not much to this story. I read it. So apparently they're fake cheese. You can choke on it. January 9th, 2024 through January 13th, 2024 and 16 January 2024. So if your cheese has any of those dates on it, probably a good idea to check on it. What's up, buddy? God, I hope so. Yeah, it's not good. I know a lot of people that like it, but I'm not a fan. From one recall to another. Well, that's Parmesan. Oh, I know you are, big boy. I know that. I keep my mouth shut 69% of the time. I can articulate when it's really emphasizing a strong point. Did I miss something from you? I hope not. I like real cheese as well. But if you have fake, you could gag on it. Oh shit, Digger, damn it. We'll read the article. Kraft Heinz is announcing a voluntary recall of approximately 83,800 cases of individually wrapped Kraft Singles American cheese processed cheese slices that were shipped to a limited number of customers. The voluntary recall comes after a temporary issue developed on one of our wrapping machines, making it possible that a thin strip of individual film may remain on the slice after the wrapper has been removed. If the film sticks to the slice and is not removed, it could be unpleasant and potentially cause a gagging or choking hazard. True. It's appreciated, buddy. But I get it. That guy needs to burn in hell, that previous guy. Yeah, isn't the slice plastic to begin with? It probably tastes better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Only Kraft Singles American processed cheese slices with the case package information below are affected. No other varieties or sizes are included in the recall. Yes. It's going to get worse as we read the article. Only Kraft Singles American processed cheese. Oh, I already read that. The issue was discovered after received several consumer complaints about finding the plastic stuck to a slice, including 6 complaints of consumers saying they choked or gagged in connection with the issue. No injuries or serious health issues have been reported. How did they know? How did they know? I'm not so sure anymore. Kraft Heinz has fixed a machine that wrapped the affected slices, and all other processing machines have been thoroughly inspected. Consumers who purchase these items should not consume them and return them, and can return them to the store where it was purchased for an exchange or a refund. Consumers can contact Kraft Heinz from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, at 1-800-280-8252 to see if a product is part of the recall and to receive reimbursement. Apparently, I didn't know that. Heinz is committed to holding it. Fuck that. Yeah. So we went through that already. So yeah, apparently it leaves plastic on the plastic cheese. Go figure. From one recall to another. Ground beef recall. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. 58,000 pounds recalled due to possible E. coli contamination. Huh. American Foods Group's LLC, doing business as Green Bay Dressed Beef LLC, a Green Bay, Wisconsin establishment, is recalling approximately 58,281 pounds of ground beef products that may be contaminated with Shiga toxin producing E. coli. U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety, and Inspection Service. The raw ground beef items were produced on August 14, 2023. The following products are subject to recall. Halal beef, fine ground beef, and fine ground beef 7327. You should never eat 7327 of either. That doesn't look bad, but it has E. coli. It is. It is. approximately 80-pound cases containing 10-pound plastic chubs of 90/50 fine ground, blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you have it, look at your package. The products are similar to recall bear establishment number EST 18076 inside the USDA mark of inspection. These items were shipped to distributors in Georgia, Michigan, and Ohio. Well, it's all about the way they were killed. The problem was discovered when FSIS was notified. Sample collected by the state public health partner tested positive for the presence of E. coli. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Come ill 2 to 8 days. Most people infected develop, we're not going to go through symptoms because I'm not a medical provider and I don't give medical advice. Distributors and other customers who have purchased these products for further processing should not use them or further distribute them. These products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Blah, blah, blah. They like to recall shit when it's bad. Good for them. From one beef story to another. Philadelphia Cheesecake Shop hires armed agents to protect customers. Are we sure that's an armed agent? Stop it. Nope, I don't see it. Exactly. Philadelphia customers are thrilled. The original Jim's West Steakhouse and Hoagies, or Steaks and Hoagies, in West Philadelphia is back in business, and they formed a line around the building. But now customers can expect to see armed agents out front. Shit, that's all there is to the story? That's stupid. We'll see if there's anything.
Armed security. One restaurant is creating a different type of
they're actually pretty good.
To keep customers safe.
They're actually pretty good.
Crime and violence plague the city.
The original Jim's Steaks in West Philadelphia are making a comeback, reopening under the name Jim's West. The additional security measures part of the restaurant's new identity, all to match the new reality.
It's Friday night. Sean Williams alongside Gray Hall. The big story on Action News tonight is heavy.
No, but I should.
Guarding the food line outside of Jim's West.
There have been lines around the block since the location reopened. People saying they are excited about these cheesesteaks, but when it comes to the security with those rifles, the reaction mixed about this.
Yeah, Action News reporter Brianna Smith now joining us live with what people are saying about what they saw while
Well, of course, they're assault rifles. How many times do you think they'll say it?
Well, Shari and Gray, some customers say they appreciate the armed agents to keep them safe when they are out and just trying to eat. However, others argue it's alarming to see an AR-15.
Oh, it's so alarming.
The food has always been good. In my opinion, the best cheesesteak in town.
Residents are thrilled the original Jim's West Steaks in West Philadelphia is back in business.
Thank you.
But this time, customers can expect to see armed agents out front.
The violence has spiked. It goes up and down. You want people to feel safe and be.
It's a Philly thing. It's basically cheap, thin sliced steak, and they put a shit ton of cheese on it, some onions, peppers, put it in a bun and call it.
It's not just myself. There usually be other agents who's sworn and certified through the state of Pennsylvania to do security work when they're off duty from what they're doing. All of us are former military.
Did that just say Presidential Protection Service?
Other business owners have hired armed
police, law enforcement background.
Other business owners have hired
Shit, I didn't go back far enough.
Their presence
I'm terrible at this.
The owners hope their presence prevents crimes.
It's not just myself. There usually be other agents who's sworn and certified through the state of Pennsylvania.
It does. It says Presidential Protection Services. Damn, they got big money if they're hiring Secret Service to protect those cheesesteaks. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's probably warranted, but All right. Moving on, because we had enough of that. Yeah, I know it's a brand name amazing. I just thought it was funny. All right, so breaking 2 pilots, and I think this was yesterday. No, this was late last week. 2 pilots are dead following a mid-air collision at the Reno Air Race Show. 2 pilots have been killed in a crash during the National Championship air races at the Reno Steed Airport. The incident occurred following the conclusion of a T6 Gold race when upon landing 2 planes collided. Fortunately, there were no other reported injuries. The aircraft involved in the incident included single-engine North American T6G and a single-engine North American AT6B. The FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board will be conducting a thorough investigation into the crash. They did. We have some stuff there, too. We'll get there.
It is with great sorrow that the Reno Air Racing Association announces that around 2:15 this afternoon, at the conclusion
they don't have video of
the
it?
T6 Gold race, upon landing, 2 planes collided. It has been confirmed that both pilots are deceased.
Oh, that sucks.
The Reno Air Race.
I assume they don't want video of it, so I'm not gonna look. But yeah, that's always tragic. They're just trying to have fun, trying to go out there. I mean, and they're usually pretty talented pilots, so it's disappointing just to see some of them lost. So, breaking an urgent manhunt is underway after 9 juvenile inmates escape a youth detention center. Multiple staff members have been injured. Currently, multiple units are responding to an urgent manhunt that's underway after a riot broke out, resulting in the escape of 9 juvenile inmates from the Abraxas Academy Youth Detention Center in Morgantown, Pennsylvania. The incident occurred approximately 10 miles from where Danilo Cavalcante was previously captured. Reports indicate that multiple staff members have been injured. The escaped individuals are all male, aged 14 to 18, and are currently in 9th grade or above. They were last seen stripped off their prison uniforms, initially wearing tank tops and boxers. Very expensive. Absolutely. So this is the police scanner. Look at that shit. Who's that right there? The first comment on this. Do you see that? That's my Stevie. Police scanner audio has provided more information about the riot. Blah, blah, blah. Turned and escaped. 9 juvenile inmates stripped out of their prison uniforms, fled the facility. So, I don't know. We'll see what the...
County and all prison stations broadcast 230-9182 for the general police information reference a prison riot and escape. Abraxas Juvenile Detention Facility in New Morgan Borough, Berks County, is reporting 9 escapees from 1000 Academy Drive, as well as multiple staff injuries. These subjects are believed to be headed towards both Interstate 176 in the area of mile marker 3.1 northbound, as well as Route 10. All subjects are males believed to be wearing tank tops and boxers after stripping off gray sweatpants and sweatshirts. Any units encountering articles of clothing are asked not to handle them, as canines are en route to track. If any unit comes into contact, stop will notify authority, Berks County. Dispatcher 792. County and all prison stations broadcast 230-9182 for...
That's not a ton of information, but a little bit more on it. I didn't see anything on how they escaped. I assume just somebody not paying attention, which seems to be common at this point in the lovely country we call home. Yeah, hopefully they found him. Yeah. All right, so moving right along. This was interesting, and I don't know why we didn't hear any more about this, or we haven't heard any updates on it. An armed man with loaded guns has been arrested for impersonating RFK's security team during an event. So this was RFK Jr., so Robert Kennedy Jr., an armed man who is impersonating a U.S. Marshal at a National Hispanic Heritage Month event that was taking place in Los Angeles, California, where presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was taken into custody Saturday. Upon their arrival, officers identified a man who is impersonating a U.S. Marshal and falsely claimed to be a member of Kennedy's security team. The officers promptly arrested the suspect. Police reported that the individual was found wearing a U.S. Marshal service badge on a lanyard and was armed with 2 loaded pistols and spare ammo magazines. Possibly. Could have. Yeah, he's got to do something with the voice. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him to begin with, but he's never going to get elected with that voice. And that sounds shitty, but it's true. It's true. Well, I guess Fetterman, but... He did a damn good job looking the part.
We have a bomb dog.
Honestly.
Take a look at that bag really quick before you guys get into it. Yeah, okay, we'll wait.
Yeah.
Hey, Will. Find out how long until...
It certainly is.
Doug. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Secret Service doesn't fuck around. Does not fuck around. All right. So, moving right along. Well, here. Let's do Patriot Corner real quick to break up some of this bullshit. So, scenes from Ottawa right now where thousands of parents and kids are protesting explicit sexual content in schools and radical gender ideology. These protests are absolutely massive and across the entire country. Canada came out again. They went hard. And everything was fairly peaceful. No major complaints, and everybody got home safe. That's about all you can ask for. Huge turnout, very safe. Good on you, Canada.
Silence! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence! Leave the kids alone! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence! No more silence!
Yeah, that's crazy. Good job. Yeah, because they killed one of their Sikhs, I guess. Allegedly. True dope. Trump in Iowa pushing back as well. This was yesterday. So just a quick speech. The paid for union protesters in most cases weren't there for more than an hour. The rest of the counter protesters didn't amount to much. Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. We're past that point. We really are. Especially here. But I haven't figured out how to go past it yet. I really haven't. I mean, I know how to go past it. I just don't want to go there yet. All right.
I will ban the critical race theory and far left gender ideology from our school. And you've been hearing me say this. I will keep men out of women's sports, if that's okay. because how ridiculous is that? I will ban the critical race theory and far.
Oh, so just some encouraging words from Donald J. Trump. So now we go to what the fuck corner. I think Caden already did one on this, but hundreds of humans who identified as dogs gather in Berlin train station to advocate for the rights of people who identify as dogs. The event was organized by a group called Canadian Beings. Yeah, I know. We may have to eventually, though, unfortunately. I mean, that looks normal. Absolutely normal. From one libtard to another. Aren't we sick of these people already? Climate activists have shut down New York City Museum of Modern Art. Currently, climate activists have shut down the NYC Museum of Modern Art for over 3 hours. They did this by blocking entry to the MoMA, laying down on the steps, or making a human chain and occupying the area. This continued for over 3 hours and still counting. Tear gas. Even after the MoMA Museum officially closed. Even though the museum is closed, activists are still inside. These climate protesters are demanding the removal of MoMA's board chair due to her ties to the fossil fuel industry. Suck it. Yep. I agree, man. Too bad. They weren't around, bud. They're like 12. All right. This one goes in this corner just because why? But I don't know that it's necessarily a lefty. Maybe. Woman rescued from outhouse toilet in Michigan while retrieving Apple Watch she dropped. Gross. On Tuesday, a woman found herself in a precarious situation in northern Michigan as she attempted to recover her Apple Watch. According to the statement by the state police, on Wednesday, the incident occurred at the Department of Natural Resources boat launch, located at Dixon Lake in Otsego County, Bagley Township. There is fucking nobody up there. She could have been there forever. The woman, desperate to retrieve her lost watch, resorted to lowering herself into a outhouse toilet. Her cries were heard by bystanders, prompting the summoning of first responders. They extracted her from the toilet by removing it and utilizing a strap to hoist her to safety. If you lose an item in an outhouse toilet, do not attempt to venture inside the contaminated area. Serious injury may occur, state police said. Yep. Oh, gross. Please don't go into fucking... Don't do it. Don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Those things are gross. Really, really gross. All right. Don't be like her. Here's our fire of the day. Terrifying house fire forces over 24, including 2-month-old infant, to abandoned ship for survival in Lake Powell, Utah. Oh yeah, gross. Terrifying footage shows the houseboat engulfed in flames, forcing over 29 people, including a 2-month-old infant, to leap into the lake for their survival. This incident occurred on Wednesday at Lake Powell near the Glen Canyon National Park, specifically in the Warm Creek area. The Glen Canyon National Park Service reported that other boats in the vicinity assisted in rescuing the individuals from the water. Unfortunately, the houseboat was completely consumed by the fire and subsequently sank. Authorities are currently investigating the cause of the fire.
Jump! Jump!
It looks like a big boat, but that's a lot of people.
Get him life jackets!
He just went hog down. Oh, good hell. Sweet heaven above.
That's one hell of a fire. Isn't that ironic as all hell that a boat burns to the completely down in a lake? I feel like that's irony. Significant irony. All right, so this is the most recent story. This just happened this afternoon. Breaking over 50 injured with reported fatalities as a charter bus carrying high school students to a band camp overturns and crashes in Orange County, New York. Currently, numerous emergency crews and other authorities are on the scene of a mass casualty incident after a charter bus carrying high school students to a band camp overturned and crashed down a hill on I-84 in Orange County, New York. Officials are reporting over 50 injuries, with 5 of them being in critical conditions, along with fatalities resulting from the tragic accident. A little bit, but I'll allow it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So we'll watch. Here. We'll watch both videos, but I want to. So an update: 1 adult has been killed, 46 others injured, including 5 critically, after a bus carrying Long Island students rolls over on the highway in Orange County, New York. Both highways on the I-84 are currently shut down. So it looks like it was a pretty gnarly crash. It is in the tree. Like, it is way off there. Like, it appears that it's flipped. No shit, huh? I don't do boats a lot, so I didn't know that. But that is an intense crash right there. I think this is the same video, just closer up. So, parents' worst nightmare, yeah, and we haven't got another update since. But yeah, that was. It's always horrific to see kids getting hurt like that. So, last story of the day. It's in 2 parts. 1. Yeah. I get that. I'm not buying any of this story. There's also unconfirmed reports, wink, that Raytheon has a ground array error, and they're upgrading all of their radar stations on the ground, like I've been saying, was probably the issue. So, that was an interesting development out of Raytheon today. An urgent need to upgrade ground stations. So, Breaking the pilot ejected out of the $100 million. See how this keeps going up, too? We might actually get to the real price by next week. F-35 jet that went missing due to bad weather, according to the pilot. The pilot of a $100 million F-35 jet is ejected from the plane, stating that the bad weather caused him to lose control. It seems he bailed out before activating the tracking system. A voice on Charleston County Emergency Medical Services call reported that the pilot couldn't pinpoint where the plane crashed, attributing it to weather. The pilot has since been discharged. Military officials haven't disclosed the exact reason for the quick exit, simply labeling it as a malfunction. It runs on XP, Microsoft XP platforms. And one, it's so there was some rain, but it crashed at like 4:00. So you were actually in that valley there. So this says 5:36, but I thought it was like 4 or something. And yeah, it was 70 miles that it flew before it crashed. So I have not confirmed this whatsoever, but I think it's important to look into some of the things coming out. This is supposedly the HEC audio, EMS fire audio from the Charleston area. And Suite 11 is believed to be that call sign for that F-35. I'm still not buying this story, but well, listen, I haven't listened to this. Oh, I saw that too. That was funny. There was no weather. I found reports that said there was no weather, and then they said, "Oh yeah, there was weather. It was clear at the time," and I was like, it didn't look like there was weather when I was looking at it. But I'm not buying their story. But anyways, here's ATC mixed with EMS put together. This is supposedly civilian, so it's civilian ATC and open channel EMS. So.
Medicaid, engine 210, 6938 South Kenwood Drive, cross streets, Merwood Avenue and Midland Park Road, Fall, Delta response, incident channel EMS off, 1342.
So take on 210. Calling 210. Disregard, I read something in short column.
All units responding Aviation Avenue, switch to incident 10.
210 is back. Go ahead. We got patient contact. Peter's Cat 3. He stole the pilot. We're trying to get more information now.
Copy, 1347. Engine 210.
FPD respond to this address. The adjacent sheet and parachute is in the backyard. We gotta have to secure this.
Dispatch copy, 1348.
2 dispatch. We spoke to the pilot. He's unsure of where his plane crashed. Said he just lost it in the weather.
I copy, 1348.
Dispatch, engine 902 is responding. Coming my way.
Copy, engine 9.
210 is on there.
1 block 10.
210 dispatch. 210. He's out of South Kenwood with EMS. I'll have Kenwood come in.
I copy, Kenwood come in. You're clear for EMS ops.
210 dispatch.
10.
Copy this location for me. It's going to be a bearing of 330. 10 miles out from runway 15. Runway 15.
Copy, 10 miles out from runway 15.
That's fine.
Copy.
Yeah, right. Supposedly they're with the pilot already.
Now. I'm just making sure you want to do a search, or what are we requesting?
210 Delta 4. 210 Delta 4.
210.
I'm going to give you a call on your cell. Do you have it on you?
All right, you give me 21.
Copy, dispatch. We'll advise in just a second.
Copy, thank you.
Dispatch cell 4.
Hi.
I know we've been in contact now that you call us, but can we make sure for the county, especially line 49, is the deadlock?
Copy. We called to see if they had any reports of it, but we'll call and give them the update.
Copy. Were you ever able to get in touch with the EMD?
I did not. I was on the phone with the charge nurse. I will try again.
Handle it. Thank you.
Thank you.
210 dispatch.
Go ahead.
What's the destination to EMS? Where are they transporting?
MUSC.
Copy. You got a representative from Joint Base Charleston on scene as well.
Copy.
Dispatch cell 4.
Cell 4.
Yes, and the EMD duty officer has been advised.
Copy. Thank you.
Dispatch agent 210, I'm going to have you transfer over to 4, please.
Command dispatch.
Yeah.
Command terminated. Engine 210 is clearing the call. Return service.
Dispatch copy. 1452.
60.10.
Okay, so that's what they have. Into 210 Charleston Fire. Yeah. ATC between Suite 1. So here's the ATC portion. I apologize. There were two separate ones. I knew there was more to it, but I thought it was on the tail end. So here's the air traffic control from Charleston approach. So.
Speed 11 or 12, Charleston approach, NEF 35. Are you on this frequency? Speed 11, Charleston Tower. Are you still with me? Speed 12. Are you on this frequency?
12, do you have any intel comms we could do anything? We're not on any of our frequencies. We needed to be on 379.925 frequency. Plus anything, we lost all of it. We just got the primary target on. He's northbound about the way into Johnson State. 1 Roger. Section 2.2 Roger. As of now, we'll consider you in that order. If you are able to do anything, some way to communicate with them on a cell phone or something, just let us know.
I can't hear much behind the static. I'll try and clean up that audio and see if I can't throw it up as a short or something. Because that was heavy. But then as soon as you start cleaning it up, people are like, oh, you altered it. No shit, I altered it. Because you couldn't hear it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happened this last week in the news. I feel like we had an eclectic group of information and news. It was fun as always. We laughed. We cried. We got out the wood chipper. And with that being said, we're going to continue the F-35 conversation probably over in Discord if Deez is over there. What's coming up for this weekend? So this weekend, we will not be having a stream tomorrow on Friday. Bry's got some stuff to do. I do as well. So we will not be streaming tomorrow. Shenny will still have her stream, games and such. Saturday will be Sea of Thieves as usual. Sunday will be continuing on the September 11th train. Monday will be, God, I forgot his name. Matthew something more trial. We'll be continuing that. And then Tuesday, we're going to look into the United States nuclear triad. So we're gonna learn a little bit about that. So hope to have you join me soon for another show. Please hit that like, please hit that subscribe if you have not yet. And I will catch you all very soon. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.